thing I really love, when I was moving house a few years ago, the estate agent that wanted to sell our house sent me in the post a piece of red carpet. I thought, okay, nice, handy. If I've got a square that I need filling in, maybe I could use that. But it was what was on the back that was really quite interesting. So simple. All our clients get the same treatment. A piece of red carpet, all our clients get. How simple is that? Do you know, all too often, our marketing activities, we're just limited by our own imaginations as to how we actually use it. How could we do this with social media as well? Now, one of the problems, particularly in regulated industries, particularly in professional services, is this tends to be the attitude to social media. Ignore it, it'll go away. No, it won't. I mean, social media is what the internet is all about, and it is particularly prevalent in professional services. So we need to just sort of kind of change that a bit. Now, the person who first started to really change things, really ramp this up, was this gentleman here. We know who he is? Steve Jobs, introducing the iPhone to the world almost 10 years ago today. Feels like it's been around for a lot longer, but it was only 10 years ago. This device was an absolute game changer in communication. It also really seriously heralded social media as a tool that we can use to interact and engage with each other. It's changed everything. For example, the world of photography got changed by that device. Here's the front cover of the New York Times from March 2013. Any other day for the New York Times. Except this particular day, professional photographers around the world sobbed into their cornflakes because they knew that that picture had been taken on an iPhone. And professional photographers around the world went, this just isn't right. Amateurs taking photos that good, stealing our business. It's an interesting thought, isn't it? My brother is one of the world's top family portrait photographers. And he gets very, very twitchy about apps on phones. But even he realized he's going to up his game in some way, shape or form, or his life will be disrupted by social media and disruptive technology. Uber are used often as the example of industries that are disrupting other industries. I was in a London taxi a couple of months ago. I quite like to have a bit of fun with London taxi drivers, and I struck gold one particular afternoon. I'm in the back of this London cabbie, and I said to him, as I always do, how are things going? Knowing what he'd say. And I struck gold. And he said, do you know, let me tell you something, sir. The way I've got my business for the last 20 years is people jumping off the pavement into the road doing this. He said, that's my marketing. I don't need to do any marketing. I just drive around and they jump out doing that. The business comes to me. Then he said, do you know what they can do now? They can, from their desk in their office, they can tap an app, he said, and they can have a car come to them. Then he said the magic words, and as he did it, he struck the steering wheel. He said, it just isn't right. Now, I get it if you're in an industry that's about to be turned upside down because technology is changing it, and Uber are leading the way when it comes to transportation. I get that. But my goodness, we need to be on top of it.